EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Right to the air is Carr. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think, but to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial, but I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Tries the left side and finds Olave. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Come on. 19 Tiger, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
1st and 10, it's Richardson. He'll find Schwartz, complete right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Have the 60.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. The Colts sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in on a good run. Winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Cup 19.
Now it's Richardson. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play. So now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Let's go now.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Check. Mustang 19. 18 Rattler. Let's go.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
A 60-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied error. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
At their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Now a 2nd and 6. And now Carr changing the formation. 2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing now is Carr.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10, right at the 40. Kamara up the middle, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Carr. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They run off tackle right with Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Another example right there of how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away from the end zone. This is Mickens. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail him from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. From the 33, here's 2nd down at 7.
Rig alert! Rig alert!
2nd down, here's Richardson. And that's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Nineteen tight.
Off play action, Richardson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To the left side and taken in by Chosen. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Carr to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run. It's Kamara. Able to slither by. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Robbie Chosen, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Richardson going to move him around. This pass left side to Downs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Ready?
2nd and 6.
Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Pittman's first catch, good for a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Go! Travel up, unlock line. Reload. Ready?
1st and 10, Taylor now.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Saints 43-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Richardson now on 2nd down. Connecting here with Pittman on the out route.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
19 Lions.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10.
Trap 60.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. Off the option, here's Taylor.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Let's go now.
2nd down and 6 now.
Panther 11. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here now a 3rd and 20.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here we go.
3rd and 20.
60 Bison. 70 Ranger. 60 Maverick.
Third and long for Richardson.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Gay's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The final shot here before half for Carr.
He lets it go deep for Olave. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Colts 6.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. From the end zone, this is Mickens. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Richardson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. No street. 18 Pioneer. Dragon 60. Warrior 70.
Richardson working from the gun.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Now Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Carr going to throw. That is caught by a diving Thomas. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Now! 180! 180, we're good, we're good! Later, two!
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a two-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Motion man is Schwartz. Here's Richardson to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
On first down, Richardson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Ready,
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. To throw his car. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Saints.
Monday, down. Who's right, Chief?
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now in Indianapolis. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th.
Now.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
What's up?
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now 3rd down and 7.
Here's Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
And the Saints first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A 10th carry for Kamara.
To about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
What now?
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here's Carr to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Carr. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Kamara. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Gotta hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. Able to get a couple here before we get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown. Taysom Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From the end zone, this is Mickens. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Richardson going to change the play here. Back to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Carr going to look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Kamara trying the right side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. How about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
to throw. Carr. And Thomas has it.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for New Orleans,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.